everyone. For those of you who don't know, my name is Mrs. Lightfoot, and this is my son,
JD.
And we are going to create a fun little project with you today that you could do at home. And so let's just go ahead and get started. Alright, so what supplies you are going to want for this project? We took just a white piece of paper, just a regular kind of printing paper, and I just cut it in half, so we each have kind of half sheets. And then I just have some colored markers and a black Sharpie. Now, if you don't happen to have any of these supplies, that's okay. If you have even just crayons or colored pencils or even pens, those would work too. So what we're going to do here is we both have our white pieces of paper. Alright, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, we're going to take it, grab it, and let out all your anger. Work real hard. Okay, then open it up. There we go, and now flatten it out. Okay, I might even take the edge of a marker here and kind of flatten that out there. So it's nice and flat. Now we have all these wonderful kind of ripples, crinkles in our paper. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take that black Sharpie and, you know, it's okay if it's not perfect, but just as carefully as you can, what we're going to do is you're just going to go in and you're going to trace all of those fabulous little lines that we just created when we crumpled up our paper. And there. And it's okay if you don't get every line or if your line goes the wrong way, because it's not supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be fun and more abstract and really just kind of a great way to relax and just kind of almost like doodle. What do you think there, bud?
Good.
Good? How are you doing?
Good.
Good. What did you do over there? Okay, so there's kind of just my little start. Let's see your start too. All right, let's zoom in a little bit and see how we're doing. So we have all these great little crinkles, and there we go. There's a nice one. And now you can see kind of how I'm just trying to go in and draw on those and get those nice fun little spots. Okay, now we are going to fast forward and show you ones that we've already kind of worked on. So there's mine and there's yours. Alright, so now our fun next step is we're going to color in all these little areas that we just created. Now, you can do a color scheme, meaning you can have just like a handful of colors that maybe you really like. You could do all warm colors, you could do all cool colors. It is really up to you. I kind of just enjoy probably doing all of them, but that's because I love all the colors. You decide, what are you going to do?
I don't know. Probably like cold colors.
Cool colors?
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm just going to start off with red. And then I'm just going to go in. And I'm going to pick my little areas that I want to work with. And I always like to color. I like to kind of first outline the area that I'm going to work with. And then I go in and color it in. So that way I can stay in those lines really nicely. So I just kind of go in, outline, color it in, outline, and color it in. And while I have my cap off of one color, I'm just going to kind of go around and do a few little areas. That always looks nice. And then maybe now I can pick another color. And I just kind of like to work my way down the rainbow. So I did red, now I'm going to work it my way to orange. And just kind of do the same thing. Just outline my little area and go in and color it. Go in and color it. Just kind of work my way through. Same idea. Put my lid on. Yellow. Go around, color it in. Go outline it, color it in. Outline it and color it in. Very good. And then, you know, I always like to make my markers click because that's how they say thank you. You just kind of put the lid on and it says thank you. There you go. Now, how are you doing over here, bud?
A lot slower than you.
I've had a lot of practice. And if you notice, my areas are a lot smaller than yours, and you have bigger areas, so it's going to take you a little bit longer. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is kind of show you what a finished one looks like. You can keep working on yours, that's fine. So here's one that I already did, that I finished. And so that's how that one kind of turned out. So this is kind of like what your finished project will look like. Let me zoom in on that for you a little bit. There you go. So it's nice and fun. And then, just for fun, what I did, since it was a crumpled piece of paper to kind of help it lay down flat, is I just took another black piece of paper and then I just glued it on there so it had a nice little frame around it. So it kind of almost looks like stained glass. But there you go. So I hope you guys create one of these, and then I hope you enjoy creating one of these, and I hope you share it with me if you do create one. Here is my email address, if you would, and it is CoriLightfoot@agps.org. That's CoriLightfoot@agps.org. And then, let me see if we can just flip the camera. Oops, back around a little bit. There we are. Look, we're upside down. Okay. Oh, no, we're really zoomed in. We'll zoom back out. There we go. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed kind of creating along with us, and I'm hoping to make a few more of these to share with you guys while we're all kind of just hanging out at home. So it was fun. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. See ya.